Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. As someone who uses Google Maps more than Google Search, I've come to realize that the world has its limits. By that I mean there's not Street View available all around the globe. And some countries where there is no Street View are perhaps in a civil war, perhaps have poor infrastructure, are not safe, or there's not the legal ground to collaborate with such foreign corporations that Google is. And one of these countries that is very, technologically advanced, economically strong, and urban to a bigger part, also rural to an even bigger part, but also very urban, is China. So it was always a bit of a pity to not be able to explore this distant, foreign, and on top of all, gigantic country. But that has changed now because I have discovered Baidu Maps. Baidu Maps is what I would say the Chinese version of Google Maps. But the question is also strange because Baidu Maps and Google Maps were launched both in 2005. So I don't know who copied who. I only know that from an artsy perspective, copying something in China is traditionally, considered an art form. You can copy something as good as possible, maybe make it even better than the original. That is seen as high art, at least used to be. So Baidu Maps is linked to Baidu Company, which is just like Google, a huge corporate conglomerate of all sorts of different things. There's Baidu Knows for a query-based searchable community forum kind of thing, Baidu Space, Baidu Love, Baidu Legal Search, Baidu Tongji for web analytics, Baidu Dictionary, Baidu Cloud Storage, Baidu Antivirus, all sorts of things, potentially even bigger than Google, and all of this, I'm not too sure, maybe within one app. So one app where you can book a doctor's appointment, where you can navigate through the city, where you can ask every question you have. I guess so, probably not, probably very strictly regulated. So it's a very big thing, similar to Google in that sense that it offers different services. But mainly, I'm interested in Baidu Maps. So how does this work? So this is Baidu Maps in front of you, and it follows a similar logic to Google Maps. I'm explaining it this way around because I'm used to Google Maps. This is obviously China in front of you. Generally, the interface looks very much like Google Maps. In fact, let me turn it to English for you because you can translate it in the website. Here you can type place names you're interested in, road conditions, subway. You can mark points on the map and measure the distance. Pretty straightforward. You can also look at things in 3D. You can go zoom into a big city here and turn to 3D, but it's not quite as fast as Google Maps is, and I think that's mainly because the latency. I am very far away from China, so every signal that comes back from a Chinese server and goes there to begin with takes a long time. But I think you can, here you see it in 3D as well. I don't know if this also works in the satellite view. Maybe not. Constantly wants to invite me to use the mobile app. So you see buildings in 3D. Other than that, if you use the scrolling wheel on the mouse, this map is much more responsive than Google Maps. Like you zoom in much quicker and zoom out much quicker. And this basically, this is why I was interested in it so much, has street view of Chinese cities. This here is where there's the little yellow boy, the Pac-Man. Here you have just this panoramic view, and it shows you all these blue spots where there's Street View available, and shows it to you with this eyeball camera sort of thing. It's a bit creepy, to be honest, but okay. And now I want to show you how it looks. We can go to the star-marked capital here, just to browse around here, perhaps next to the so-called Forbidden City. And this is how it looks. The images are sharp. It doesn't say from when they are, but they are quite sharp. But what I like very much is that it tells you the meters it would go forward with the click, something I always wished in Google to happen. So maybe that's something Google could copy. So you can actually click almost up to 150 meters forward. And when I do so, it's a bit lagging, but generally it seems to be working fine. Certainly if it was quicker, I think it would. Now you can turn around, of course, you can zoom, you can do all of these things, and I think it's just splendid because now I can explore Beijing and all these cool places. I don't know to what extent I can travel on this map far, but I can definitely go and see certain spots, just like the Forbidden City. Well, actually, just from the outside, because I have not seen that this map has also these photo points or 360 views that Google Maps does have. Maybe let's take another example here from Shanghai. I had marked something earlier on this map, which is gone now, which doesn't really speak for the map, I guess, so much. But we could really just go anywhere, or if you have a little bit of patience, I wanted to show you the French Quarter, French concession in Shanghai. In particular, one building which I don't think I will be able to find, except it is right here. Yes, it is. This is a famous building in Shanghai, architecture-wise, because it is part of the French Quarter. The French Quarter means, I will show you by going down this road, there are all these beautiful trees that cover the street. This European-style architecture, also smaller houses, loads of cafes and other parts of this neighborhood. And just generally very beautiful. What doesn't look so beautiful is the weather or the darkness of the imagery. I don't know why that is, but it looks a bit gloomy. This also happens on Google, but I feel like Google images are generally much brighter. So that's a little bit of a difference. And yeah, and you can really go to all sorts of places in China. If it's not too slow to use it, you can also route yourself, from point A to point B using different modes of transport. And all these sort of things. So I think this is quite interesting to browse around. Let me know if you knew that this existed. Let me know what you think of it. Do you have any concerns using it? Are you even interested in such kind of maps? I'm always happy if I find a new map tool that kind of opens up a world for me. A world that I might personally never go to. It's very far away, very difficult to get there. So it's very nice to explore this world behind the iron curtain. So thanks very much for watching, and I see you next time. Bye bye.